All right, welcome back to another episode of the Doggin Show. Got two really special guests with us today. Guys, do us a favor. As soon as you get in, let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. Just want to make sure everybody can get the best out of this interview that we have here with Sky Woodward and Tyler Styer. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah, so how you guys been, man?
Go ahead, Sky.
Been
Well,
good,
first,
been good. Been busy before Christmas, Well, since actually right after Mosconi, I just been busy. I ain't been able to stop. Just now getting to settle down and about to take off again. So,
Well, I was
people
good.
been good.
I was gonna say, Sky, that we messaged Tyler and tried to get him on. He was like, "Yeah, I'll be there." And sure enough, we messaged you, and it was like five different times. You're like, "I gotta push it back. I'm going out to dinner. I'm doing." I told Melina, I'm like, "What a diva! What's going on here?"
Yeah, well, my kid ended up taking a late nap, and then he was like, and then
we
he
know
was
how
holding
important
for
those
food.
are.
He was holding for food, so late night run to Longhorn. But yeah, so got him some food, but good now.
What'd
What
you
did you
eat?
get him for Christmas?
Oh,
That's what's important.
What did I get him for Christmas?
Yeah.
You
Got
weren't
him a
cheap.
got him a pool cue, man. Nah, I'm just kidding. What did we get him for Christmas? I don't know. I was gone most of the time. Woman went shopping.
so
Got him a bunch of phones,
Ashley got
toys.
everything.
He got so
You
much.
were
I don't even know what he got.
you were as surprised as he was when he opened them up because you probably hadn't seen them since then
Yeah,
or
I was
before then.
opening
Yep.
them with him. Nah, he got some little like playhouse deal. It got a slide and stuff. It's small enough to stay in the house where I mean you can go outside, but he got a little punching bag. He got all kinds of stuff to
Some years,
make a
some
mess.
years I could see the steam coming on my dad's ears on Christmas morning, seeing all the stuff my mom bought us. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
that's
some of
a
the stuff I forgot. I forgot that we even got it. I'm like, oh, did we get that? Yeah,
Hey, that's a big issue in the Ryan household. Okay, I grew up with the floor was covered with gifts. You come down Christmas morning, and my wife grew up in Brazil, didn't have a whole lot. And so now she's worried
Mm.
that the kids won't appreciate Christmas morning if they have a ton of gifts. So every year I agree. Okay, we'll get them 3 gifts this year. And by the time Christmas comes, they still get like 10 or 15 things. I don't know. So,
Some are from
but
Santa.
yeah, guys, we wanted to have you on. We saw you out in Vegas at Mosconi. We really haven't had time to debrief since then. I know we were planning on getting together on the 11th, and I had a little situation go on. So I appreciate you guys coming back. But I think we talked to both of you out there, interviewed both of you, and you guys were playing really well out there. And I thought that this year just felt a lot different than the year before. It felt like USA was right in it, even when you guys weren't. Even at the end of it, when you guys ended up losing, it seemed like there was just a different mindset where everybody in that room thought you guys could do it. Were you guys feeling the same way? I guess start with Sky. Were you kind of feeling that same way? Like even though you were down, you were still right in it.
yeah. I mean, for sure, we had, we had chances. We're up 3-1 after day one. So I mean, we're in the lead. We lost the next three the following day. Now we're down 4-3, but it's just big swings the whole event, really. And then the last day, we had a chance to really, you know, really do something. And part of me, I'll always kind of blame myself for a part of it. I had a chance the last day to make it 8-8, and I think all the pressure's on them after that. And but missed that stupid ball.
Yeah,
What
but
But
was it,
it's
a
okay.
five-foot?
Sky,
It
we're
happens.
not
Yeah.
It happens.
we're not in that position if you didn't play the way you did all week. So don't
Yeah,
worry
but
about it, man.
I had a chance to push it even more. But it's
I
okay.
know.
But it was great. Yeah, we were in the match for sure. Everybody still says, "Well, we have no chance," but 11-7 is a lot closer than it looks. And just playing out there is no joke, especially with 4-inch pockets and the pressure. It's not easy, but um, yeah, we had a chance for sure, and we was in it the whole time.
You feel the same way, Tyler? Was that kind of your take on it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think even though Earl didn't play the way he wanted to or the way we wanted him to, he kept it so light in the practice room. Like the guy's he's hilarious. Even though sometimes he's just whatever comes to his mind, he just spits out, and he's being truthful, right? But we just think it's comedy, right? So he keeps us pretty loose. Skylar keeps us loose, but then at the same time, Shane will keep you locked in, and then me and Oscar kind of just go with the flow, guys. So the balance was really well. Just didn't capitalize on a few things that we should have, and let it get away from us.
All right. So what happened with that 4-ball, Sky? Come on, you got
Was
the
it a
bridge.
4 or
It
5?
was 4 or 5. It was a.
It was a
He was
5
reaching.
ball. It was a
He
He was
5 ball.
reaching.
I'll
He
tell
makes
you
the shot before that was incredible, right? The cut,
Yeah.
long table,
I'll
gets
tell you what
the
happened.
most amazing roll on earth.
I'll tell you what happened. I'll never forget this
Mm.
story ever. Now it's locked in. It's done. But uh, I make the carom and I use my extension on the 5-7, and then I come around. I'm not straight. I have a small cut on the 5, but like a perfect angle to scoot over for the 8. And I'm like, first instinct, I look at it, I'm like, oh, I can reach it. So then I walk back. I get my extension, and I get down on the ball probably it was like 12 seconds, I believe. And then by the time I realized I needed a bridge, I'm down to probably 7 seconds. So if I go back and get or get the bridge, I'm going to be down to like 3 seconds. I don't have time to get it down and shoot. And if I do, I'm probably going to miss because I don't have time to set up. But so I tried to poke it in with my extension, and I just missed the ball, hit it fat. But I don't know. That's the honest story. What happened? I just couldn't reach it.
You're one of these guys who lets go of things pretty easily. When you go down, or you have issues in matches, you tend to be pretty carefree. How hard was it because you were still up, I think, at that point, and David ended up winning a few games in order to steal that particular point. But how hard was it to stay engaged after what looked like you were just walking across the finish line pretty comfortably?
Yeah, well, that 5 ball was to go up 4-1, and then I'm breaking, and the next game I break and make 3 balls, and I'm hooked on the ball. But you know how pool is. If I make the 5 ball and go up, get out, make it 4-1, I'm probably not going to be hooked after I make 3 balls.
Right.
That's
The
how
pool
pool
guys.
goes. I got punished for missing the ball, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, but he played great from being down 3-1. He didn't make another mistake. He capitalized
Yeah,
on
he did.
everything. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'll forget it, but I beat myself up pretty good for about that 5 ball for about a week afterwards. But it happens. I'll let it go. It's fine. Next time, next competition, I ain't worried about it. It'll be all right.
So I've played in 2 of those Predator events with the shot clock, and actually I was only on one time on the feature table with the shot clock, and it was just such a new experience for an amateur player, to experience that. And Tyler, I'm curious, hearing Sky talk about that. Can you share your thoughts on how difficult it is in those conditions at Mosconi Cup, tight pockets, and having that shot clock like lingering in the background? How does that change your approach, or is it, do you just get used to it? Like, what are your thoughts, Ty?
Tyler always fears
Yeah. I mean, hey, I used to play very methodical and deliberate, but I've that's one thing I've worked on extremely hard in practice, is to pick up my pace of play, and I think it's favoring me. One, you save a little bit of energy, not overthinking and stuff like that, but you just play better once you get into a rhythm. Now, you don't want to force your way into that rhythm, right? You have to kind of like work your way into it, but then once you're comfortable, I try to keep it to 20-ish seconds, so it really doesn't bother you too much. But like, I'll play the ghost at home and just be 20 seconds, just make sure it never would happen, right? But yeah, I think it's super important. Look how Jason, Josh, and Skylar all play at Mosconi, right? That's the way I thought about it. I'm like, listen, I need to speed up my pace of play, or else I'm just going to get left behind in this event. So that's what I've done.
How do you think you played, Tyler, overall?
I played solid, definitely better than the last 2 times that I was out there. 2019, I was an idiot and switched shafts like a month before the tournament, so that never goes good. And then,
But we won.
yeah, we won, but it's fuck. I played so bad. And then last year, I definitely made some mistakes. I didn't prepare the right way last year, but this year I was ready to go. And I missed the only balls that I missed were when I was focused only on the cue ball. Like the ball on the side when I was playing doubles with Oscar. I mean, the sixth ball on the side? I was focused solely on the cue ball. And then, of course, the eight ball against Josh, I was focused about the cue ball not hitting the point. Just forgot to make the ball. And then the two ball on the side against Josh, I was trying to get the cue ball to run into the four. So every ball that I missed, I was just thinking about getting the cue ball to go where I want to, and I have to get better at picking my spot for the cue ball and then focusing back on, pocket the ball. Because if you miss balls, the momentum swings out there it's ridiculous, and you'll never be able to win if you miss.
So leading up to the event, I'll turn it over to you, Sky, real quick. Leading up to the event, there was a lot of controversy with Europe's last pick and it not being Fedor and it being David. And, I think Mike was pretty outspoken on Windows Open about it. And when we interviewed David after the event, he was, let's just say you could tell he wasn't a big Melina Mike fan at the time. But, one of the things that I asked him was, how difficult was that? And he really took it personal. I'm curious, did you think, like, how do you view David's play in that event? And were you surprised that he was able to overcome kind of that all the lead up to it and the fact that it wasn't Fedor and it was him and how he handled the pressure?
No, I mean, David's a great player, and he's always played great in Mosconi Cup and actually all the top events like that. Like he's won the World Pool Masters, he's won the World Cup of Pool now, Mosconi Cup. He's always played great, but I think getting picked when you feel like you wasn't supposed to get picked, all the pressure probably came off of him, and he's there with his best friend, brother. So I don't know. I think I honestly feel like it would have took a little pressure off of him. So, but I'm not surprised that he played great, and I mean, yeah, he just played great in the event. I think.
I wish he would have got some tougher looks personally. Like he,
When he
don't get me
played
wrong,
you wide open.
He broke like
Eh,
King Kong when he played that singles match, man. I mean, it
oh
was
my God. And
unbelievable.
we're all allowed to shake out there, but David was like this on every ball, every single ball, and I'm just watching his arm, waiting for it to break down and just like miss a ball. But everything was just so natural from one ball to the next. I'm just sitting there like, come on, like give him something where he has to work, and he just never had it. So he had confidence playing Skylar, because of the way he played against me, and it just kind of rolls in from one day to the next. So.
But Tyler, you've kind of felt similar adversity to what David went through, though. You've been a controversial pick when you first got selected. Could you
Sure.
identify with that process at all? And what were you going through compared to what you saw him go through?
I tell you what, all the memes that I saw that year was ridiculous. I tell you what,
Really?
they did a good job. All the memes about like Tyler not belonging and all some of the pictures that they were. I even laughed at some of them, but they're like they make you think a little bit. Like, damn, like do they really feel this way? But no, I deleted social media like 2 weeks before the event and just use it as fuel and really zero in. So he's got a lot of people to prove.
We talked a little bit about the big error that Sky had on the 5 ball, which was kind of an execution error.
Got to keep saying it.
Sorry.
Hey, they're gonna remember my 8 ball a lot more than your 5 ball.
That's what you
promise.
That's what you get for being a diva tonight,
I
Sky.
was in a
about
little
that
more
one, man.
crucial spot, so I don't know about that. That 5 ball's gonna be
Yeah,
out there for a while.
but Tyler, I wanted to ask you because a lot of people afterwards were critical about that 4-railer that you tried. And, I know it's easy to Monday morning quarterback and sit back and say he shouldn't have done that. I saw a few posts from even pro players saying he should have just thinned the ball and went up table. But I'm sitting there trying to put myself in your position and thinking about the fact that you got Filler firing back at you, and the last thing you want to do is let him bank a ball in and beat you. What was going through your mind there? Why'd you choose that shot? And would you do it differently next time?
So everybody sees it as like an all-out offensive, like, hey, let's try and win the match with this shot. But I was actually trying to bank it short and put the 8 right back where it was. Now,
Mhm.
the cue ball was too close to the long rail to do that. The cue ball needed to be more out to the middle of the table. I went back and watched it, but like you said, the shot clock, it was just, I was looking. I should have edged on the left, honestly. But I couldn't put the cue ball on the side rail because not the cue ball, the object ball on the side rail because Josh Banks so good. So I was trying to put the 8 back to where it was. And honestly, so I'm trying to bank the 4 railer short. There's a chance that it goes 2 rails in the corner instead of 4 rails short, right? So when you're trying to bank it short, there's a chance that you can make it 2 rails too. So there was a lot of thought that went into it in the little time that I had to make the choice, but they can all fly a kite. They've never been out there, so I don't care what they think anyways.
Would you shoot it
I
different next
don't.
time?
Tell us how you feel.
Tyler, I think you should
I
have 4-railed it.
Yeah,
Go for it.
it was dead.
so thinning on the left side was probably the right shot, but you still got Josh. I mean, unless I freeze the cue ball to the rail, I'm gonna bet on Josh to make it. If he has a straight back. So it was a tough position, and I don't know. I'm gonna set it up a couple times and kind of play it out and see what I should have done. But do I regret it? No. Screw it. I chose the shot that I did at that moment, and I just went with it.
There was a few moments that stand out to me in the Mosconi Cup aside from the 5 ball. One of them was Josh going in and showing you some respect and not apologizing, but just you could tell he didn't want to win like that the way that it went down at the end.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
What
guys.
of course.
It
what
was quite a
what did Josh
long.
tell you?
Yeah, it was quite a long embrace or meeting of you two after the match. Tell us about that.
Sure. I just told him that he had a great year, and he played extremely well the whole cup, and that was the reason why they won. And I told him that he was going to get the MVP, and he was so deserving of it. Um, and we've had a lot of battles this year, actually. I think 3,
Yeah.
and 2 of them I should have won, honestly, at the World Games, and then at the U.S. Open I should have beat him. So we've built a lot of mutual respect for each other, even though we give each other a lot of crap, when in passing, either in the hotel or at the venue or whatever. But I got nothing but respect for his game. I mean, just look at the shots that he played against Shane, where he jumped that ball in, then speared, I think, the 4 in from 8 feet away with high inside. It's just like
That was
Such
nuts.
a
That
such an
shot.
Played
unreal
a
so
shot,
played a
man.
so
terrible shot
stupid,
and then
so
jumps it in
stupid.
and makes the 4. That was
Y-
ridiculous. Should
Yeah.
never get
So I
out there.
mean,
You don't deserve it.
no,
Yeah.
ever. And then Earl's going off in the practice room about how bad jump cues are for pool because he jumps that ball in and then runs out. So it's just like, oh my goodness, it was a crazy event. But yeah, that's pretty much what we talked about. He told me how great I played the event. So um, yeah, it was an amazing experience that I've never been in before. So I can't judge myself too hard for not performing the way I want to because I've never been in that situation before. But I'll definitely be better next time when I'm there.
One thing that really struck me being there in person for the first time was there was so much emotion, so much passion out of the fans. And, as a US fan, we wanted you guys to win. And, everybody was like, we were getting on the European players a little bit. But as soon as that final ball was made, you saw the American fans come out of the stands. We saw the way you guys interacted with the Europeans right after. There was just this mutual respect. Did you guys feel that? Is it easy to flip that switch from like wanting to shoot their liver out, as Earl would say, to then like
No,
saying what you said to Josh?
it's not, but it's the right way to go about things. I think like Michael Jordan talks about Isaiah Thomas walking out on the Bulls after that game, right? If you've watched The Last Dance, and
Mhm.
nobody wants to be like Isaiah Thomas, right? You go respect the game, respect your opponents, and just do things the professional way.
So when are you gonna call heads against old Alex there in some one pocket?
Oh yeah, I
Oh
forgot about that.
God, oh God. Does everybody know about that, or is it just
Well,
something I told you, or what?
oh no, he came on. He
We
came
asked
on. I
Alex.
think
Let's hear it.
who was it? The next day, I think, or the
Why
yeah,
don't, hey, Mike, why don't you
Oh,
because
really?
Melina, set the stage because some of the people listening to this might not be aware of a little bit
Yeah.
of that controversy
okay.
while we were there.
I
Me.
think this is after they win 3-1 or whatever, 3-2. This it was after day 2. The Europeans wanted no part on coming on the show. We asked the media guy for Matchroom. We wanted to get X, Y, and Z players on. They wanted zero part of it. None of them wanted to come on. And the next day, well, I think we had Tyler on that day, and
Mhm.
it was whenever it got a little heated, and you kind of gotten
Yeah.
in their face by getting the crowd riled up, and kind of called your shot a little bit about the following day. But he came on the next day. He said you barked at him for maybe playing a big set of some 10 ball, and he said I'll play you however much you want to play for in one pocket. In so
Oh,
many
no, no,
words.
no.
In so many words.
So 10
I'm
ball,
paraphrasing
10
here.
ball was never brought up because I know he has no chance. So I wouldn't say that. But
Dang.
this is what happened. So
No
last
chance.
year, Jason Shaw was getting the European crowd. He was like orchestrating all of them, right? So I was trying to do the same thing this year when I wasn't playing, right? Anytime the Europeans got out of line a little bit or they missed the ball, whatever, I was getting them fired up. Well, the referee, Brandon, who wasn't in London last year, came over and told me I need to stop. And then while Brandon and I were talking, Alex came over and was trying to figure out what we were talking about. And I said, but Brandon, you weren't there last year. You didn't see what Jason was doing with the UK crowd. It needs to be the same both ways, right? Well, you can't just have it be crazy over there and then like a church over here. You know what I mean? And Brandon goes, well, I wasn't there, so I just have to do my job as it is. I said, I understand, but can we talk to John and Marcel, the other two referees, and ask what they think? And Alex goes, oh, it's what Brandon says. He's the referee right now, yada, yada, yada. And I said, Alex, you know exactly what Jason was doing last year. He goes, oh, I really don't recall. I said, well, we can bet 10,000. We can watch the tape. It's right there on whatever, matchroom.live or whatever. I said, we can watch the tape right now and bet 10,000. And he goes, we can play some one pocket for 10,000. So that's it. No 10 ball was brought up. I just said we could bet 10,000 that Jason was riling up the crowd, and he didn't want
Are
no
you
part of it
snap
because
calling the one pocket? That's all I need to know, Tyler. Are you snap calling
Jer-
on the one pocket?
Jeremy Jones did after I told Jeremy. Jeremy would love to play him a set of one pocket for
See
10,000.
that
I'd
that
like to see that.
if you ever watch The Ultimate Fighter, you know what happens before they go and do their thing? The coaches have a little battle. They do like
Oh, yeah.
bowling
Yeah,
and
yeah.
ping pong and all kinds of stuff. We need to get some of that into the Mosconi Cup and have the boys go and dance a
Jeremy
little bit.
Jeremy said something like, "Well, we better not say that to me because I'll bust that ass." dude,
Oh,
dude, there. Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh,
What was the crowd
But
like for you guys? You guys have been through, the UK crowd. You've been through no crowds back in the US, Las Vegas, Bali. This was our first time, so we have no frame of reference here. What was it like for you guys as players?
this was the best year. The crowd was the
yeah,
best this year it's ever been. It's unbelievable.
yeah, it was pretty
Unbelievable.
nuts this year.
what you think it was just more people in the room, or was it just a different vibe? What do you think, Sky?
I mean, more people. They're loud, but they're also respectful for the most part. There's always those one or two that might say something when it gets quiet. Could be a little out of hand. But what are you going to do with 2,500 people? How are you going to tell everybody they can't say anything? It's going to happen. But
Right.
nah, the crowd's unbelievable. This year was stupid. It was so amazing, honestly.
Definitely more respectful than the UK. But the UK, I think they drink a little bit more, so it
Well,
just gets yeah.
yeah. Well, it's not 7. It's not 7 o'clock here or 6 o'clock. We start at 6
That's
there, but
right.
they also. I've been told that a lot of people just don't even know pool. They just come to support their country and drink beer over there.
Yeah.
So it's totally different because they don't know, is what I've been told. But I don't know how true that is, but I'm sure it's partially true.
You guys need to go next year so that we don't have to explain it to you, and then you can tell everybody what the difference is.
We plan to. I don't plan. I don't plan
Sweet.
on missing another one. I mean, it was an amazing time, and you know, I got my wife into it a couple years ago, and we were watching it here on DAZN at the house, and she's a huge fan now, and so she's texting me all kinds of feedback on your play out there. So I want to share some of it with you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But one of the
I
things that
remember we were in the media room, Joey,
yeah,
and yeah.
one of the things I want to share with you guys and get your comments on it. One of the matches that Earl lost, uh, he was struggling. He kind of melted down in the middle of the match. He started strong and melted down. I think it was that match he was up 3-0. Who was that against? Jason.
Jason,
Jason.
I think.
Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it seemed like after every match, you guys were coming out there. I think there was even, I forget who was on deck, but I think it might have been you, Tyler, but you were
Shane followed him.
Shane. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
my wife texts me and my wife says to me, Earl is a drain on the team. It seems like to keep him in the right place mentally, the rest of Team USA has to be there, has to be lifting him up, has to constantly be trying to keep him in a positive attitude. And so that was her perception, not being a pool player or anything. Curious if you guys felt that way as well. Did you feel like, I know you've talked about what Earl brought to the table in a positive way, but do you feel like in any way that was a drain on you guys having to constantly be there to bolster his confidence?
No, no. In that match, he played the singles. He's always been pretty close with Shane, and Shane's been around him for a long time. But Shane wanted to do it himself with Earl because he knows how to handle him more than all of us. So he wanted to do it, and Jeremy agreed. Shane does it. So Shane actually played next and took out his practice time and stayed out there with Earl. So yeah, so Shane took care of him the whole time. If something was needed, Shane dealt with Earl the whole time. But Earl was good for the most part. I mean, Earl will get down on himself and stuff, but for the most part, he was in a great frame of mind. The whole time, honestly.
Do you think at some point in the event, with his age, like fatigue set in, either mental or physical fatigue?
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think so. Being 61 years old, he's in better shape than all of us out there. So I honestly don't think that he was broke down at all. I mean, I hope when I'm 61, I can even walk a mile.
It
But he
was
was
6 a.m.
running
It was
5
6
to 7
a.m. and
miles,
he was at the gym at Bally's at 6 a.m. Yeah,
doing
Yep.
500 sit-ups, running 5 miles. It's
swear on
crazy.
my life.
Yeah.
He did say last year he had more time to get ready, because he was told, I think during the straight pool tournament at the International Open, that he was on the team. So right when he was told, he was able to get his weight down to like 155 pounds. But this year he was able to get himself down to like 168, I think he said. So he was on himself about, being too heavy. But besides that, I think he was just ready to go out there and play.
You got a lot going on there, Sky.
I know those joys and those struggles, my man, all too
Oh,
well.
man.
Joey brought up his wife, and we actually got a hold of your two significant others, and we asked them a bunch of questions, and we're gonna see if you boys know the answer on how well you know your spouse. So just so you know, Ashley was in on it, and so was Margaret. So we're gonna start off right away, boys, and we're gonna start off with the former MVP. Go-to Starbucks drink for your girl Ashley, Sky. What is it?
That's a rough one. She gets all kinds of juicy stuff.
No,
in
come
her
on,
drink,
man. No, we ain't doing
And
this.
I don't like Starbucks, so I don't go order it.
So Sky's 0 for
Well,
already. He's 0 for 1.
You
hold
gotta
on,
guess.
buddy. I'm about to tell you what it is. She
Skylar, I
orders
would not bet. I would not bet against you in this one. So
She orders a couple of different things. She orders she drinks a pink drink here and there. But that's not the one. That's not the answer. The answer is it's some kind of mocha or frappe, and she gets extra something. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna go with the judges here. The answer was ice white mocha. He did say mocha, so we're gonna give him the point.
Half a point?
we can give it to
half
him.
a point.
Okay, half a point. We're keeping score here. Half a
Yeah, but
point.
she asked for like extra something in there.
Well, she didn't get that far, but we'll give you.
Oh,
Okay,
see,
we'll give you a quarter of a point then. In that case, Scott.
I figured she was gonna like make it all difficult and put like she asked there's extra pumps of this in there and that.
Oh, that's the diva right here when he goes to Starbucks. Trust me, boys. All right, you guys keep score in the chat. Tyler, you're on deck. What's Margaret's favorite
So
go-to drink at Starbucks?
I'm lucky that I order every time because of her accent. So sometimes the cashier doesn't understand her, so she gets a sugar-free vanilla latte.
Bam!
Quick, son.
Boom.
Quick. You
Lock
ain't
it
looking
up.
good, Sky. After number one, we're gonna move on to number two, and we're gonna
Hey.
stick with Tyler. Oh,
Yeah,
what's up,
let's do
Joe?
a snake style. Come back around. Start with Tyler,
All right.
go to Sky,
Yeah.
and then
Favorite movie, Tyler.
Favorite movie?
What you
It's got to be
call that
Harry
coffee?
Potter.
bam.
Damn.
Tyler's
He's
on point.
He's 2 for 2. He is 2 for 2. Sky, favorite movie for Ashley.
She gave 2, so you have one, and you have a
Right.
little extra.
What?
She really did.
Why are we doing this, guys? Love and basketball.
Bingo.
Bam.
So 1.5 to 2. All right, we're sticking with you, Sky. Let's see. What is the next question? Joey, do you got the question?
Favorite place that you guys have traveled to? She also gave 2. So I seem
What is
like
this?
you're at
2
a
to 1?
disadvantage,
Is he
Tyler.
getting 2 to 1 odds?
Favorite place we've traveled to?
Yeah.
Favorite place we've traveled to?
Don't be looking at your phone either, because she might be texting you the answers to make
This
you
is
not
my
look
phone.
so bad.
This is
What's
my
that?
phone. Mm,
He's sweating, boys. He's
favorite
sweating.
place we've traveled to?
I'll give you a hint. It's not
gonna
East
say-
Lubbock.
Oh yeah, I'll say San Antonio. Las Vegas.
You gotta make. Well, yeah,
Bingo.
yeah. That was one
A
of
little
them.
too late, though.
Yeah, a little too late,
Well,
buddy.
I got 2
He
chances.
said
Russell,
Vegas?
there's 2 answers.
Ashley said Vegas was one of them.
No, because Joey misread the question. But we'll,
I
either
did?
way, he got the O for.
Man,
Oh,
that's
for
not
said.
right. If he misread the question, it should be a walk.
How did I misread it? Favorite place they've traveled to? What do you mean?
What say you, Tyler? Favorite place y'all have traveled to?
I remember Margaret saying Puerto Rico is the most beautiful place she's ever been, so I'm going to go with Puerto Rico.
Man, Tyler's
Damn.
looking real good these
Tyler's-
days.
Oh,
Tyler's looking real
yeah.
good these
I'm
days.
screwed. Hey, they ain't been together long enough. That's the problem. That's why.
First date, Tyler. Where did you guys have the first date?
Oh shit. We were sick with COVID the first time I went visit her.
Date?
We were sick for like 10 days. No, that's not my answer.
Tyler's is
I was about to
struggling
say,
on
you
this
gotta
one.
you gotta be quarantined.
I know it. This was after COVID, Sky. She actually took me out to dinner at this ice skating rink in the mall in Belarus.
Gosh, she's killing it.
Man, he is on fire, son.
Oh,
And let me
She
tell
took
you,
me out.
Tyler,
She
you
gave-
gotta miss one to
she
make
gave-
me look good, all right? Don't make me look so bad.
Margaret gave the most detailed answer, and Tyler is like almost reading it verbatim. It's unbelievable.
Oh my god.
it's almost like she's sitting there with a whiteboard.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed. They're cheating over
Margaret's
there.
She's like
sleeping.
the NFL on
She's
the side
sleeping.
here. All right. What about you, Sky? First date.
Las Vegas.
Oh, there you go. You're back on the scoreboard, Sky.
Oh, is that why I misread? That was
That's why you misread it, buddy. Yeah, that's why
Okay,
you misread
sorry.
it. She actually had
See, that's
London on there.
bullcrap. I should- man.
Skylar's. This is under protest.
All right, boys.
What do I
It's
got like? Do I got like 2.3 points or something?
You have 2.5.
ish.
2.5. All right.
somewhere around there. All right, it's
I'll
Friday.
let you off for half right now. I'll let you off for half.
2.27.
Oh, he's stealing at that point. Yeah, let him out for half for sure. It's Friday night, boys. Sky, does she want to go in or go out or stay in?
Oh, it's a no-brainer. My girl won't go nowhere. We staying home.
Bingo.
Same here. We're staying in for sure.
Tyler's on fire right
You didn't
now.
make up any ground there, Sky.
Yeah, you're not making it at all, man. At all. All right. What tournament would you want them to win if they could only win one more? We're on Tyler right now.
What would
The
Margaret
world not
say
the,
about
the,
Tyler, right?
the world 9 ball this month.
This month.
No,
this next
no,
month,
this is-
son.
No.
This is a
what
tournament
she
for
would want-
her.
No. What she would want you to win. So if you could only win one more, what tournament would it be?
Oh.
Hey, that's an X, man. That's an X. Brr.
This guy's trying to win on a
I'll-
technicality here.
I'm
No
gonna say
whammy.
the world. I'm gonna say the world 10 ball because we're both Predator players, and she would want me to win that.
Oh,
What? What'd she say?
U.S. Open, son. U.S.
US
Open. U.S. Open.
Are you sure, Mike?
Yeah. If I'm reading this right. Wait,
You're
who's?
reading it wrong.
Oh, wait a minute. What did you say, Tyler?
World
I was
10
reading.
ball.
Oh, I dogged that one.
I
Well,
said-
now
I said world 10
Oh.
ball.
she said World Championship. I was reading Sky's comment, so I actually gave Sky's answer just now. So you're
Okay, so
welcome.
Sky got finally
I
Sky
would have
got
said
something
U.S.
right.
Open because
Sky-
I don't
yeah,
think
so, of
Ashley would
course-
have said the World 9 ball.
Of
and
course.
The next thing is U.S. Open.
I know that. I mean, who doesn't know that?
I guess we
obvious.
got to give World Championship. I guess we got to give that one to Tyler.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah. Yeah.
Sky gets a point.
I like
because
how y'all give him a whole point for it. I only get like a. I
No,
get
you
like
get a point
what-
for
1/8 of a
U.S.
point.
Open. Melina
What am
gave
I?
you the answer.
Am
Well,
I
I
5
literally-
for 5
I
or
knew
6 for 6?
I don't think you missed the ball. You might be
You're
batting
6 for
1,000
6,
so
bro.
far. Yeah.
6
You're
for
splitting the
6.
pocket.
I'm about 50%.
TPA
All right.
1000.
You know what? There's 3 more, Sky, so you have time to come back. Okay.
I'm
Don't
only
get
down
discouraged.
2 or
Okay.
1.5.
It's 8-7. Don't. This is the 5 ball right here. All right, buddy. Favorite holiday. Favorite holiday, Sky.
We just passed it. Christmas.
Bingo.
Don't worry.
Bingo.
I'm glad. Hey, I love Christmas, but I'm glad it's over.
You and me both, buddy. Trust me. What say you, Tyler?
Yeah, Christmas for sure for Margaret.
Yeah. Didn't make up any ground, Sky.
That ain't looking
Dude,
good,
can y'all
son.
make it tougher? Like,
This one's gonna be the real telling one. All right, right
come
here.
on, come on.
All right, Tyler. How does she eat her eggs?
Okay, so she does 2 things. But okay, when she makes a burger
one.
patty, she puts 1 egg on top, sunny side up. But when she just eats eggs by herself, it's an omelet.
Damn,
Which one?
son.
Omelet.
Which one you want to go with?
an
Omelet?
That's-
Omelet. It's
Final
an
answer?
omelet.
You want to phone a friend? Okay. Omelet.
No.
You got it.
I mean, I might marry Tyler after all these answers. How well he knows it. I'm just saying. he's stealing here. All right,
He's
Sky.
like in tune with her.
What say you, buddy? How does she like her eggs?
Scrambled. And she
Bingo.
puts cheese in it.
Bingo. Hey, you know what? Now you got that half a point back now from earlier
Yeah.
with adding the cheese on there. All right, buddy, you're making them ground already. All right. If she had to go either vegan, carnivore, which one would she choose? Vegan or carnivore?
Is it
Last
my
question.
turn?
Yeah.
Well, she ain't going vegan. She going carnivore.
Got it.
What say you, Tyler?
Yeah, carnivore for sure. That's pretty much what she eats already, but a
Clean
little bit of
sweep.
other on the side. Yeah,
Tyler
well-
Styer with the clean sweep. Got every single one.
Unreal.
You know
I
what's
just broke
funny?
and ran 9s, guy.
How
You know
gonna
what's
beat
funny is
guy?
that Margaret said, without a doubt, Tyler knows me very well. He's gonna get most of them right, if not all of them. So, in so many words, Ashley said she was praying, son. That's what she said.
Don't worry. I knew when y'all said the test that I was screwed.
This
I
was
knew
a lot of fun, though, man.
It
I
was.
reached out to them, and they were all great sports. We appreciate both of you guys for coming on. But I want to ask you guys, 2023 is on board right now. Turning Stone's coming up. Derby City's coming up. How motivated are you guys to get back in the swing of it now that the holidays are over and it's time to get back to work and put your hard hat on?
Go ahead, Sky.
I've been hitting bowls every morning. That's
Is that
all
right?
Sky's at
balls
table
every
at home
morning.
now, so that's why he was in dead punch.
Yeah, hitting bowls every morning. Look,
Yeah.
sitting on the table right now. No, I just started hitting bowls again since Mosconi, but I'm ready to play. I'm excited to play. Really, I never played Turning Stone, but I'm going this time because I've been practicing. I want to play. So no, I'm ready to play. I mean, I'm gonna be gone for like January, February, the whole time. I'm gonna be home like a week. So
Yeah.
no, I'm just excited to play pool.
Hey Sky,
Um,
Turning Stone. I haven't heard this yet. I'm curious. Are they gonna still do like loser racks, or are they gonna adhere more to the matchroom format? Do you know?
Crazy rule.
No, I think I heard that Mike Zucklin will not change his rules.
That's what I
We're
heard.
He will
just
never
still rats
change.
for each other,
Yeah.
but winter break. So,
Okay.
but break from the box. What is it? It's one on the spot still, I think. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know the rules. I've only played it like once, and then I said I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't go back just because I didn't like the place, but it wasn't a tournament. I mean, it's a good tournament, but I just don't. I didn't like the place, and nothing's really around there. But no, I mean, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna keep going back now, probably.
You playing
I'm the
tournaments,
opposite.
Guy?
I'm not going because I think it's the stupidest tournament ever. Like your opponent shouldn't be able to play defense on you on the rack. Like
Say
it's
it
too
louder.
important. So
But you can check it.
it's I think it's a small step, very small step backwards for Matchroom to make it a world ranking event, in my opinion. They're doing awesome things, lots of events on the schedule. It's awesome, but that event I think should just be an event for the fans on the East Coast. And I mean, I made money there last year, but I hated every second of it. So I won't be supporting it. No chance.
Well, you guys are
But
only as strong as each other, though. That's the thing about players. Like, if you guys want something to change, y'all have to
Mike,
work together.
dude,
But I know
you could
I've heard stories
crucify
about
Mike.
players. Yeah, I've heard
He won't
stories.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We don't.
Derby for sure, because everybody's always in such good stroke after playing banks in one pocket, because your cue ball is so good after playing those two disciplines and you're thinking right. So then when you go play the 9-ball event, you see some super high level pool at that tournament. So I'm super pumped for Derby, and I'm playing Mora right before Derby. So I'm practicing, getting ready for that. So
Big set of 10 ball?
yeah,
Good
big
rack?
set. Same format, race to 75 over 3 days.
Nice. Nice. That'll be real good,
Yeah.
man. Who
Yeah.
won the last time? Because y'all played right after the Mosconi Cup, right?
Mora edged you
He
out,
he
right?
won. He won by 2, but I kicked bad after playing on the slick table for a couple weeks, and then I broke dry like the last 5 out of 6 games. So
Yeah.
I hadn't broke 10-ball from the center of the table in forever though, because the Predator tournaments have the referee rack, so I break from the side rail. So my break was maybe like 60-70%, and I kicked bad, and I still lost by 2 games. So I feel that I've been practicing the break again and just getting it dialed in, and then longer race. So I think I like my chances.
There's a lot of people who would say that if someone's going to take out Federer when it comes to master the table, it would be you, Sky. What would you say to that?
I agree. I don't care what Scholar says. I agree with him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean, I feel like I have a good chance. I play all games good, so I don't know.
Without Dennis here, you guys are the favorites in my opinion.
Yeah,
think
I
so,
mean,
too.
I don't know. I'm just gonna take it one tournament at a time. Try to win the banks, try to win one pocket, and then try to win the 9-ball. That's all. So, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess I got a chance. I feel like.
Just don't lose to Rob Hart in the second round of the banks like you did
I went
3
2
years
and
ago.
out. I went 2 and out that year. I was so sick, so congested. I could barely open my eyes. But I still went and
You were
played my
sick.
matches.
You were
Still went
sick.
and played
That was
my
a right
matches.
hook. Sorry.
It's all right.
So let's go back to that 5-ball, Sky, and talk about. No, I'm just kidding. Just
No, I
messing
do
with
have
you.
a story to tell y'all about it.
Let's
Because
hear it.
I seen it brought up in the comments over here. They said they told y'all to ask me about getting a Roomba. I'll tell you the story about a Roomba.
I just got the message from Brett right now about it.
Yep, I knew it.
Let's hear it.
They wanted to hear it. They wasn't gonna let y'all get off here without asking me. So I'm just gonna get to it. Now, so Brett and Ashley come up with this idea. We need to get a Roomba and paint it purple because a Roomba doesn't get in the corners either.
No way.
Yeah.
Who
So-
needs enemies when you got friends and family like that? I thought I was brutal. Jesus.
Oh,
If
man.
he,
my
hey, if you would
God.
have told me that a while back, I wouldn't have went with Q-Tech. Nah, I wouldn't have dealt with Brett. I would've
Hey,
went with
as
Q-Tech.
long
I
as
wouldn't have dealt with
as
Brett.
long as we're on
Nah.
jokes, you have to tell Q-Tech to make a 12-inch extension like Predator has and name it the Sky Woodward. Just for you. That little extension didn't do the job.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, where's my longer extension, guys?
Yeah, you need the
Dang.
12-inch one. Tell Brett.
It's in
Yeah.
development now, buddy. Trust me. It is.
Yeah.
It'll be out soon. Yeah.
Nah.
I got mine. It screws in, so I can get like 15. Perfect.
Wow.
Well, I'm
Is there?
screwed. I ended up a little too short, so I couldn't reach it anyways, even
I've
with the
never.
extension.
I've never seen a 15-inch extension. Like, is there a limit to how long they can be?
I don't
Josh
know.
Roberts has
I
one that's
just.
like this long.
Who?
So
Sticks
does
in the front of the
Christina.
queue. It's like way back there. Josh, I
Yeah.
think it's Josh.
Yeah.
Josh
You just
Roberts,
have to have the same
Earl,
insert in the
somebody.
back so you can screw them all together.
No, this is
So
one extension. It don't have no. It don't break down. It's one long.
Oh,
It's
really?
like it's like 2 or 3 feet long.
Oh, that one that like Josh Roberts
Wow.
has.
I think it was Josh. That's what
Yeah,
I thought it was.
yeah, I think so. I've seen it before because he'll rarely use the bridge. He's got that big extension that he'll use
Yeah,
during
he,
play,
he
especially playing
lays
one
it on
pocket.
top of a bridge and then shoots it normal,
Yeah.
which is pretty smart, honestly. But I
Yeah,
just
it's
I don't
extremely
know.
smart.
So when Melina brings up Master of the Table at Derby, Tyler, you jumped in immediately and said, "Yeah, Sky's one of the favorites." I'm curious to get your take. We had a show last night actually, and there's going to be a lot of pressure on you this year, Sky, because I predicted that you would break through and win a major title this year, maybe a world champion.
We may have a little wager on it, buddy.
Yeah, Melina and I, we went pretty hardcore on
Mike,
this
you bet
wager.
against him? You bet against Sky?
I
I
went with
think.
Victor. I went with Victor. That's
I
who I
picked
went with.
Sky. He picked Victor.
Well, I think. Well, listen. You got to think, man. I got a table in my house now. We'll be practicing. No, shoot. I don't know. I'm just gonna try. I feel like I honestly feel more comfortable now just from hitting balls, and I'm honestly still getting used to my cue. But um, I mean, I feel like I'm playing really good, so we'll see. I'm just going to keep hitting balls and playing events. Maybe I'll snap one of them off for you, Joey.
Tyler, what
Yeah.
do you think? Is he going to get one?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get one.
Oh yeah, he'll win. He'll
He
win like the Texas Open, and
I
then
ain't,
yeah,
Molina.
so
How you
real
disrespect
quick,
him?
yeah,
He's right
yeah.
here.
Well, yeah.
Skylar, Skylar, why did they switch Derby to break from anywhere instead of break from the box? Why can you break from the side rail now? It's
I
because of
don't
you?
no, I don't know about the side rail. They changed it. They put it one year to break box with the 9 on the spot, and then I won
And
it, and
then
they all complained about the dang two ball. So then they
Coming
switched it
around.
the next year to
yeah,
break
so
from anywhere.
don't
You
put
had
the
that
two
two
ball in
ball
the
in the
back
spring,
then.
man.
Well,
It was
I don't
coming
know. I
around
don't
when
know
it was
why
by
they
the side
changed it.
pocket.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed the rule.
It's a big favor for the Europeans using the European break format
They switched it back to break box, though.
this year.
I think so. That's what I heard.
Well, well, I'll have to make a few phone calls. But so the funny story, Tommy Tokov came up to me. He goes, "Hey, who's this Sanchez Ruiz guy?" And I said, "Well, you better play perfect because he has the best break in the world at this format."
He
And
does.
then he came up to me and he goes, "Dude, I had him down like 7-4 and he ran the set out on me." I said, "Yep, now he's probably gonna win the tournament because he just won a match that he wasn't supposed to win." And then he goes and wins the tournament. So yeah, that he breaks unreal with that format. It's ridiculous.
How does Tommy not know who FSR is?
Well,
I don't know.
Like, Tommy's out
He
there
he
playing
wasn't
all the time. How's
he
he not
wasn't he
know?
wasn't winning. He wasn't winning then. Sanchez wasn't winning yet.
Before.
Yeah, the Derby is
Yeah,
when it all started.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
That was his
yeah.
last year.
first big one.
Oh, you're talking about last year at Derby. This happened.
Yes, this is yeah.
Uh,
He goes, "Hey, I drew FSR, not FSR, Sanchez Ruiz. Like who, how's this guy play?" I'm like, better keep him in his chair.
Like, thanks for
played
building up your
okay.
man there, Tyler.
Just being honest with him. I don't want to say,
Man.
hey, if you play perfect, you can win. I'm not going to say that. Just like keep him in his chair.
Tyler, what are your goals for this year?
Just be a better player than I was last year. I want to be a better player every day, and if I do that, the results should come naturally and organically. But I don't want to put too much heat on it, win this tournament or win that tournament, because then you're just putting too much importance on one thing. But I just want to just keep getting better and keep learning. I either win or I learn. That's it.
We were talking at Mosconi Cup with the way that you guys, the confidence that both of you played with, especially early on in the event. And we were kind of saying that you guys are probably going to be a nucleus for Team USA for a while. Obviously, Shane's going to be around. But you two really stepped up obviously, Scott, you've done it before. Tyler, this year it just seemed like there was a different confidence, um, a different aura around you guys, and we said this is probably going to be the foundation of Team USA for a while. Is that how you guys see it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I think Shane's got maybe 2 or 3 more years left. Just seems like he gets less and less interested in pool every year, but obviously he wants to win the big one still. But I think he's done being gone for 300 days a year, or he's done being gone for that many days a year. So, well, Shane's probably year by year guy. But yeah, I'd love to be a part of the team. I think I can help us win, and we just gotta get everybody else to up to Skylar and Shane's speed, right? So instead of worrying about who can we rely on to get us points, we need to all build our own games up to the point where I can get some points. Like if everybody can put 2, 3 points on the board, then we won't have to point fingers at nobody.
yeah. I mean, I think, like he said, Shane, probably a couple more years. He said it too, but he said it. He's told me that a few times, and he still keeps
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, we got some good young players coming up too, so I think you'll start seeing. It'll be tougher to make Mosconi Cup in the next, I'd say, in 2 or 3 more years from now. I think it'll be tougher to make the team because there's some top juniors. So I mean,
Who are you
they're all
looking
want to
at?
play.
Who are you looking at in that crop of juniors? Like, who do you get your eye on?
I mean, I don't know. There's people like Joey Tate, Trenton White, Landon Hollingsworth, Cash Keaton.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot
Wolford,
of them really. They're, I mean,
Wolford, that Lucas Werner, that kid's
yeah,
playing good.
Wolford. Well, I count Wolford already. He's not a junior anymore, but he's
Okay, yeah.
young. He's getting. I mean, he's right there at the bubble, anyways. Now, arguably, people were arguing about last year. He should have been on the team. So
Hmm.
it tells you like he's right there. I mean, he might be on this year. We'll see.
But when
Melina Mike seems to think that Justin Bergman's going to get out and play more this year. Would you guys? Would you welcome him on the team? You think?
Yeah, I mean, I've
We would
always been close
always
with Bergman.
always welcome him for sure. But here's the thing: all the fans that want him to play, send him some money on PayPal so he can travel. It if you're not going to help support the guy, then shut up because obviously it's honestly if you don't have good sponsors to help you out, it's a bad investment. It really is. Just you got to go there. You got to take 9th through 16th to break even out of 256 players. You know what I mean? So I don't blame him. Does he have the talent to win? Absolutely. But does he have to win? No, absolutely not. So yeah,
Yeah,
if you want to help Justin, send him some money to travel.
It's an interesting point, and I don't know if I have a question around it. Although I do want to highlight the point, right? With the points ranking system, people are going to have to get out and play in events if they want to automatically qualify. And in this case, even though the money's getting better, it's still really a break even or losing proposition for most players in the United States, right?
Yeah.
Um, is it getting any better?
I mean, Margaret and I are already financially, we have like everything written out. We're ready to spend 50,000 just on travel this year.
Wow, you're kidding.
That's it.
So picture starting at negative 50,000 to start the year and then go lag. And all these keyboard warriors can tell people to what to do with their lives. So I don't blame Justin one bit. It's tough out there. I got some great sponsors. I got Predator and Jam Up that help me so much. But it's not easy, man. It's not easy at all.
It's not as
Is,
tough. I mean,
are
but
you,
I think the tournaments are getting better though. Everything's starting to pay a little more and
Sure.
everything. But yeah, I mean, everything's getting better in pool. It seems like so. I think that's why you're seeing more good junior players again.
yeah, Sky, like, does 50,000 sound right for you? Or you think it somewhere around there, what you have to put
No,
out for a year?
yeah,
no,
More or
well,
less?
I'm gonna quit playing if they don't pay 100. No,
No, I mean, what you're going to have to fork out for expenses. Did Tyler's
oh,
numbers
I
sound
thought you
about
meant
right?
the payout.
No.
I don't know. I try not to look
But
at it. I just pay
that's
it and go
Margaret.
and try to make my
That's
money.
Margaret. That's Margaret and I combined, right, for 50,000. So Scott might be at 25, 30,000 if he goes to a lot of events. But I don't know. we'll get rental cars a lot, and we'll go grocery shopping and stuff. So rental cars add up, and we like to live a pretty healthy lifestyle. We don't like to eat casino food very often, so it's we'll spend a little extra on certain things to help in other areas. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
traveling is expensive, but yeah, I mean,
yeah,
like, I just pay for that one trip and try to make more than what I spent there. That way I'm ahead going to the next one.
yeah,
I like it.
absolutely.
Stay in the green.
Yep.
Well, listen, boys, we appreciate both of y'all for coming on. We know it was kind of last minute. And actually, Joey, because they were showing a lot of love and respect for you. When all that health concern went down, these boys were scheduled on that day. And it was Skylar who messaged me earlier saying, hey, I seen Joey on. So you guys want to give it another shot. So
I appreciate that, guys.
a lot of people like you,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
I stay clean shaven. Got the hair going on.
I mean, I don't know
I don't know what
why we
happened with
like you,
Melina.
but we do.
Yeah.
Melina promised me yesterday he'd shave before this interview. We got an image to uphold here, Melina.
He's
It's been a long
never
day.
shaven. Never.
It's been a long day. I'll tell you that. I'm going with the sky look. It'll give me a few more months.
Go for
I'll
it.
get there. Yeah.
I
That's
haven't
awesome.
shaved I haven't seen my face in like 7 years, 8 years. I don't know if I could.
Well, hey guys, we really appreciate you coming on. It's been about an hour. So many comments in here. All the fans. Thank you as a USA fan. Thank you for digging deep and working your hardest. And
Definitely.
you came up short, but you made us all proud. And we're looking forward
Thank
to
you.
next year. Stay out on the grind. Get your automatic bids for Mosconi so you guys can help lead the team next year. Okay.
Absolutely.
Man,
Awesome.
See you
Best of
guys
luck,
at
guys.
Derby.
Mike's going to
Yeah.
be there. I'm 50-50.
you'll
We'll see.
show.
Let me know from Joey. Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll
maybe I'll
show.
show. You want me to
You'll-
come, Sky?
Yeah, you'll show. Yeah, since
Okay.
you picked me to win a tournament this year, yeah.
Well,
Man,
if I
there you
come,
go.
will you win
Oh,
it?
no.
Will you win the
There you
9
go.
ball?
Take Mike's spot. I'd rather you be there. No.
I love
Hey,
this.
and congratulations, Tyler, on winning the How Well Do You Know Your Spouse. We'll end the
Yeah.
show
Let me know.
on that
Let me know
note.
if
Y'all always
anybody
bringing up
goes
old
9 for
stuff.
9. I doubt anybody goes 9 for 9.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
always
tough to
bringing up
beat.
old stuff. 5-ball contest.
We'll see you guys at the Derby. Later,
Later.
boys.
Have a good night,
All right,
guys.
let's
Thank
see
All
you.
y'all.
right, see ya.